Let's play a game. Now, I'm gonna show you a video title or a thumbnail and you're gonna tell me from what YouTuber this is. Now, you recognize some of these ideas because they are very unique. Let's see how can we as normal and small YouTubers find an idea that is unique and recognizable. Now, there are many ways how you can find the perfect idea, and every YouTuber does it differently. So I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that there's only one way to do it and this is the right way. I'm gonna tell you what methods I found, and at the end of the video, hopefully you're gonna find your method and new things that you can try out. Now, this idea gathering method is based on more of a business approach to problems, right? Now, what does a business do? Well, it looks at what works and tries to replicate it. This is how we are gonna find our perfect idea. Now, there are again two ways to do that. You look internally and you look externally. Now, if you do this internally, you can look at the videos that you made and look at the ones that like kind of popped off, right? And try to replicate those. If you look at Mr. Beast, he also like tries new things and always tries to improve. You're not gonna have the same idea and just copy it over and over again and do that for the rest of your life. You will always have to try new approaches and new ideas, but still you are gonna have your own framework. Now, instead of making whole videos and looking at what works and trying to replicate that, a lot of YouTubers also make shorts and test their idea. For example, they have 5 different ideas and they don't know which one is the best. Well, they're just gonna make 5 different shorts, maybe 10, and see which one resonates the most with their viewers. With that, they can be sure that there is already like some kind of interest there from their viewers. The second thing is you look externally at what worked for other people, especially people that are already in your branch. Okay. Branch. Now, before you scream at me, no, this is not stealing. It's just inspiration. This is how everything in art works. You see something that you like and you try to replicate it yourself. Yes, please do not just steal the whole video or just parts of it or just the whole idea and make it one, like every single frame like the same. Don't do that. Please implement your own approach and your own things into that. Now, to do that, I would recommend using vidIQ. It's this thing right here. This is a free add-on that you can add to every browser and it gives you a lot of stats for every single video that is on YouTube. So I showed you how you can look internally to find a good idea and externally to find a good idea. But the business approach is not perfect. It definitely helps you to increase the chances for you to make a viral video. But the problem with the business method is that most of the times the idea that you'll research and that are like getting viral will not really interest you. Most of the times it's trends, it's talking about the latest news and stuff like that. And most of people are not interested in that. They want to bring out their ideas and make their ideas, their own ideas, like recognizable. You will have to like sell your soul on some of these ideas and make something that you really don't like just for the views. Now, this is totally okay if you want to do YouTube as a business, not as a passion. View the methods of finding ideas on a scale. On the right side, there's the business side where you like give up your passion and just do what works. And on the left side is you do only what interests you, and for that you kind of sacrifice on views and stuff like that. Now, let's say you found an interesting fact in your book and you're really passionate about, and you want to give that idea to the world. Now, you'll probably sit down, just write your thoughts down and just think about what's the most important things that I want to tell my viewers, right? You film it, you edit it, you post it, you do sound design, some special graphics, but still, when you post it, no one watches it. Why? Well, it's as simple as saying that people actually don't care about the idea that you just had. Yes, it might be interesting to you, but a lot of viewers won't care about it. Well, this is harsh to say. The idea probably resonates with a small amount of people, but it's very hard to reach that small amount of viewers. This method will decrease your chances to make it viral, but it will feel much better for you as a creator because you're doing that what interests you and what excites you. And at the end of the day, if you push through like years and years of doing YouTube and finding that small community, then you really struck gold. There are a lot of YouTubers that focus more on a specific group of viewers and are not trying to go like viral. This is the equivalent of being a baker in a small town. Like everyone will know you, everyone will like the things. If everyone likes the thing that you like bake, then everyone will go there. You can also like increase the prices and people will still be like happy to go there and shop from you, right? Like for example, a lot of vloggers go into this direction. Like vloggers most of the times don't have millions of views, they just have like 1,000, 2,000 viewers that are really dedicated to watch every single video from them. And trust me, this is as powerful as having millions of views on your videos. Posting what just comes to mind is not the best method to grow, and you'll have to stick through for a longer period before you see like some results. But you will feel much better because you are doing the things that you are internally motivated to do. And for some people, that's more important than making millions of dollars fast, which kind of doesn't even exist on YouTube, I think. Okay, but of course, those are the two extremes. Now let's see what's in the middle. Now, this idea is kind of a mixture of both extremes. You won't have to sell your soul completely, only like half of it, and you are going to like get to live your success like before you're 60. Now, this is very simple and let's go through the steps. Step 1. Make a list with 5 ideas that are your personal interest. Step 2. Go out and research your idea. As I already said, you can do this with different methods. You can look internally and try to make shorts from that and see which one pops off and just use that one as a video idea. Or you go out and look externally and you see, oh, did anyone did some this kind of video? And then step 3 is to make your video recognizable and just mix in some of your personality. You can also turn step 1 and 2 around. You can look outside and then see what worked for other people and do some research, write them down, and then see which one of those are personally the most interesting for you. If you do that, you're more into the direction of the business kind of method. If you do this the way I do it, it's more into the creative idea method, finding things. I need better names, bro. Now, to help you find out what method is perfect for you, I have some questions that you can ask yourself. Am I okay to bury down my interests and just go with the trends? Am I okay with the thoughts of YouTube taking a lot of time to build an audience? What audience do I want? Do I want a gigantic audience or do I want quality audience? Now, do I want to do this for fun or make it as a business? Hopefully this will help you find your own method and style of finding video ideas. I also have an overview with the pros and cons on every single idea because I kind of get it that it can be overwhelming at the start. And if you made it till here, then you deserve this overview. Good ideas still drown if you don't make the video recognizable and good. So how can we achieve authenticity? Now, I have 3 answers to this, and it is niche, creativity, and consistency. Now, if this is not the first video that you are watching, you probably heard of finding your own niche. So there's not a lot of explaining to do here. Just find a domain of interest that is not very saturated and make yourself known in that bubble. It might sound very hard to do because YouTube is very kind of old now, and many people are making videos and it's hard to make something new, but trust me, it is doable. And how can we find our own niche? Well, one word: combine. Just combine different interests with different niches, with different skills that you have, and then you're gonna have your own niche. Trust me, if you look at the niches that are out there and you try to find combinations, you will definitely find a niche for you. Also, try and experiment with different types of video like vlogging, tutorial, talking head. Okay, now the second thing is creativity. And before I start talking about creativity, yes, creativity can be cultivated, it can be learned. It's a skill. Well, how? Well, even Mr. Beast talked about how he learned when he was a small YouTuber, how he can be creative and come up with ideas that people find interesting. And he called it information diet. Well, what is information diet? Well, Mr. Beast looked at what other people found interesting, but not only in the internet bubble, not only on YouTube, just all over the world. He read books on random plants. He read articles about random facts, and then from that he had different kind of information that were not related to each other, and he drew the connection between different things, and that's how he came up with his creative video ideas. Now this sounds kind of dumb, but if you have random facts and then you sit down and try to connect them, that's where true creativity comes from. That's where you're gonna find a new way to solve a problem. That's where you're gonna find a new video idea that was never thought of before. And even if you're not gonna open up random books, every creative person has inspirations. Just try to connect them. Try to connect, I don't know, programming with video making, with talking about creativity, with like everything. And trust me, at the end, there's gonna be something that will be unique to you. Now, consistency is important because if you only post one video, then no one would recognize you from one video. You have to make 10, 20, 50, 100 videos so people really can recognize you. Consistency does not mean just copy the same thing and post it again and again and again. Consistency means also trying out new ideas but sticking into the same framework. Again, even Mr. Beast tries out new video ideas every now and then, even though he has a format that works. And at the end of the day, Mr. Beast won't be doing talking head videos or vlogging, so he's still in his own niche, even though he tries out new ideas every time. Now, for the people who stick to the end, here are some really small tips that could help you to stand out. You can, when it comes to editing, you can cut faster, you can cut slower, you can use some kind of overlays, the font you use, the colors you use, if you underexpose, overexpose, the colors you use in the video. These are all things that make you recognizable. And try out in every single thing, try out to be different. Now, go out there and make something creative and unique. I believe in you.